2026 has got to be one of the weirdest years I've experienced in recent memory. And I mean, I still want to put it over 2020.
We're actually not twins, we're sisters.
But you guys literally talk at the exact same time.
What? No, we don't. That's so crazy.
But it almost feels like there's a new life-shattering event happening every week. I don't know what's in the air, but it feels like ever since the Epstein files were released, the CIA has been in an ongoing attempt to distract the public with as many random events as possible. And of course, these random events had nothing to do with the files themselves. First, the CIA said, look guys, COVID-19 2.0 just dropped. It's called hantavirus and it's on board a ship. Wait. Say that again? What, that it's called hantavirus? No, the last part. Oh, that it's on board a ship? They're not getting off that boat alive. Which, quick side note, it was hilarious seeing a whole community online rise up saying to leave the infected stranded at sea. I think everyone in the world was collectively having pandemic flashbacks and were willing to do anything to not go back.
Some of you may die, but it's a sacrifice I am willing to make.
But I haven't seen much come from the hantavirus nowadays, so I guess it wasn't a big enough distraction. So then the CIA said, you remember E.T.? Yeah, you remember aliens in the attic? Well, it turns out those UFOs in those movies are actually real. And take the word real with a big grain of salt. Because look at this footage, man. I mean, I've seen vapes with better camera quality than this. It's the year 2026. We have self-driving cars, Neuralink, GTA 6. Hopefully, I swear to God, bro. And you're telling me as soon as the government gets to film a UFO, they decide to bust out their fucking Nintendo 2DS? We have satellites that can read license plates from space, but not a couple dollars to drop on a half-decent camera. And good thing they hired a professional fight cameraman because you can't tell a single thing that is happening in any of these videos. But I guess for now, we'll just have to wait and see if aliens are real or not. I guess you could say it's up in the air. Distractions. Now, that's the focal point of this video, and although hantavirus and the UFO files were big headlines, I don't think they impacted the day-to-day lives of the majority of people, so they were kind of quickly forgotten. There are still so many people angry and demanding to see the unredacted files. But the government had one last ace up their sleeves. They started a war with Iran. Now, this was a high IQ play by the government because unlike the last two distractions, this one actually impacted the lives of the public because of the fact that there's a direct correlation between wartime and prices going up or something like that. Man, I didn't go to Harvard. But it leads me to my next point, which is everything is so expensive now. I remember there was this saying going around that 2026 was supposed to be the new 2016, but last I checked, I wasn't applying for a mortgage to buy groceries in 2016, which is an actual thing, by the way. Like, these are real payment plans for groceries. I mean, like, what's next? A credit check at the self-checkout? Sorry, sir. You've only been pre-approved for the bananas. And, like, it gets me thinking. Imagine if the Snapchat dog filter came out now instead of 2016. That thing would be locked behind a paywall and a 12-month Snapchat Plus subscription. And maybe they'd be nice. You get the ears for free, but the tongue, nah, that's at least $10.99 a month. So now in 2026, on top of having to deal with being one-pumped by a fucking Toon foreskin in Fortnite, because, yes, that's a thing now, I have to deal with my wallet being one pumped by the nearest 7-Eleven every time I go to fill up some gas. And boomers love to say this generation is lazy and that's why you can't afford anything. Just get a job, which would be a totally valid case if there were any jobs to get in the big 2-6. I mean, you know it's a problem when scam messages literally went from you won the lottery to remote job available for $18 an hour. And a big part of this job market just being absolutely cooked is because of the AI craze and everything going on with that. I mean, AI is the driving factor in why RAM prices are so high, meaning electronics across the board are going up. And I mean, it's just hilarious to see because I remember when prices were supposed to go down over time. To put it into perspective, the cheapest PS5, the digital edition, launched for $399 in 2020. And now it retails for $599, which if you carry the 7 divided by 5 plus 3, you get an overall increase of $200. So to bring it back, AI in 2026 is taking jobs which you need for money while simultaneously making the prices go up for things which we have no money to pay for because we have no job. It's literally a cycle eating its own tail. Remember when the extent of AI was those shitty Will Smith eating spaghetti videos? Like, can we go back to that? Nowadays, it does just feel like there's a million distractions and just things happening at all times. But I feel like it's important to ask yourself that at the end of the day, how much of the stuff you're worrying about is really in your control? Because if it's not something you can feasibly change, there isn't much point in worrying about it. You might as well spend that energy on things you actually can change in your life and just go from there. But anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for today's video. Thank you if you made it all the way to the end. My upload schedule is so bad. If any of you guys are still tuning in, you guys are the best. I've genuinely been super busy, but I'm gonna try to upload more often. I know I say that every time, but also let me know if you guys would enjoy more casual commentary videos with just gameplay like this, because I've been thinking of trying it out. Let me know down in the comments, but until next time, love you guys and peace.